stadium. To say today's game has been highly anticipated is an understatement. Number 1 versus number 2, and that's really all that needs to be said. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Checking in with the Ole Miss head coach before the game. This running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and Coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Longhorns will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. On the move, it's Lacey. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Seems as if these two have been on a collision course for a top 5 meeting like this. And big picture, guys, it can really help their playoff position.
Yeah, we all circled this game at the start of the year. We knew this one was going to have conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications too, David. So lots riding on this one, and may the best team win.
And this will be huge down the stretch. It gives you a shot in the arm. You prove your worth in this football game, and you start to build your case as you get to the end of the season of why you could possibly get to the best team in the country.
Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They want to run this quarterback. Turning it on. He's inside the 40. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. The run inside. It's Lacey. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Guys, I know 1 versus 2 largely speaks for itself, but think of everything that's at stake. Playoff positioning, impressing the committee, potential buys in the college football playoff, all at stake today.
The intensity in this game will just simply feel different than anything else we've seen throughout the course of the year because of what...
He makes a grab, works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The Rebels, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Trying to find the end zone, and he will score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They look at him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Got it in the middle. It's Cook. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know, the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
And the Rebels are rolling down the field. Gonna run it. It's Lacey. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. In some ways, guys, it feels as if the first part of the season has built to this, a real chance to prove yourself in a battle between number 1 and number 2.
I think this is a game, guys, that's really going to define the path to the national championship. It's rare that you get this 1 versus 2 matchup at this time of the year, so you know here, David, the energy is just going to be off the charts.
Yeah, because we already know midway through the season now what these teams are, and they're great teams that are trying to get into the playoffs, so whoever gets this dub now, you got a win against a top team for your resume. And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. And the Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Run in the red zone. It's Lindsey. There, got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And this D's going to have to find some answers, guys. I mean, you've seen them. This offense has moved the ball down the field, done what they want. Now first and goal situation. Who cares about the yards? Like, step up right here, try to force them into a 4th down, try to make them kick a field goal.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Rebels!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And they did tack on the extra point. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. He was bold to bring that thing out of the end zone, but he'll go out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Madness. That's caught. It's Townsend. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Throwing Manning. Rush right in his face. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got two of those on that one. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
You know, God bless Texas, because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back.
He's got it inside the 15. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Going to the run, it's Smothers. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. Nowhere to go.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders.
He's going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Quarterback will keep it. Knocked down immediately. They tried to surprise him on 3rd and long with the run, and nothing doing. The Rebels will send out the punt unit. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. They'll field this one in tight quarters. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. To move the ball on this possession. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Making the adjustment on the play. Manning. That one comes out hot down the right side. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, Dave.
Trying to get behind the defense. Makes a deep grab. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Gonna look downfield again. Escapes the pressure going right. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. He's just able to get what he can get on the scramble play here down close in the red zone.
And they'll send 5 wide receivers out, maybe creating some room for the quarterback to run. Just going to keep it after the snap. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. And they're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Arch is going to throw for it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
All right, interesting decision for you now. How confident are you in your offense? You got a big 4th down. It is early in the game. Do you feel like your guys can go out and generate a touchdown, or do you want to play it safe and kick the field goal?
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. Just drives it between the uprights. Hold on just a second, guys. Flag on the play. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking for a man. It's Chambliss. Throws for the tight end. Right side, it's Haas. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Fresh setter downs going to the air. That's reeled in. It's Lacey. He's down right there. Short gain on the ground. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Long way to go on 2nd down. On the run, it's Lacey. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front seven are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go today.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Fires to the big fella. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Out wide right, it's Lacey. At the 20, he's got space. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Rebels. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
On the return, it's Brown. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Here's Manning to throw. He tries to take the top off. Brings it in down the left side. All by himself down the middle. He is in. Touchdown, Longhorn.
Well, all the different time management situations this head coach was using in the first half has led to this moment specifically right here. This is exactly what he wanted to have happen. He wanted to score a touchdown at the end of the first half, take a lead, knowing he's got the ball first in the second half. If they score a touchdown then, all of a sudden this thing starts blowing wide open for them, and all the momentum is on their side.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Moves the pocket. It's Chambliss. Throws to the wideout. Left side is Cook. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Gets the back moving. Fresh set of downs going up top. Looking left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. The 40.
And what a change in momentum. It looked like the offense was going to score points. Not only does the defense pick it off, but a great individual effort on the return, now setting their team up in field goal range to try and steal 3 points before the end of the half.
And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. He splits the uprights. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, I think you just keep your points. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the number 3 team, the BYU Cougars.
He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback.
And it's the Red Raiders coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. This ball club now stands at 7 wins. They've assured themselves at the very least of a better than 500 regular season.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. On the delay, it's Smothers. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up second and short?
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Manning from the gun on third down. Right side, it's Smothers. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. And the Longhorns look to keep this drive humming.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They'll need a bunch on second down. To throw, Manning. They're all over it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Oh, pressure's coming. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
That is the exact energy they talked about at halftime. Like coming out with right now for this defense. You're trailing, but it's a close game. It's a one-possession game. Come out and set the tone. That's exactly what they did, forcing the punt on the first drive.
High and away, headed toward the sideline, just the way he drew it up. Rebels offense is back on the field. Keeps it moving, it's Lacey. Determined run, but he's stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
Hey, finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
Hands it off. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Hits inside, it's Lacey. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, plows through the defense. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Alexander. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Runs through the tackle. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the Rebels back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Right back to the well. Oh, he's got some space.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. To the air, it's Chambliss. Complete. Thrust that arm out. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He'll be stopped, but not before. He carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. The Rebels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Lacey. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rebels.
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up. First drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
Deep in the end zone, it's Brown. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking for room. It's Smothers. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Here's Arch to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his target. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. The Longhorns come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Sets his feet. It's Manning. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
2nd and long here. Arch Madness. Makes the catch. It's Brown. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
Guys on the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more quarter to play. It looks as if we are ready to go here in the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Third down from the gun, Manning. Out wide left, it's Coleman. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The Longhorns in the hurry-up.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this defense has an opportunity to close this one out, right? Like, it's in the fourth quarter. You got the lead, a few more stops, and it's dub time. So pinning your ears back, rushing the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable is definitely job number one.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Changing the routes with his receivers.
Return.
Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Finds his man. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short, and you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this 1st down.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Under pressure. He got enough. Slides and moves the sticks on 4th and short.
Man, what a scramble by the quarterback. 4th quarter, need a play, 4th down. He makes it happen. This home crowd is going nuts. We got a great one on our hands.
And the Longhorns with the 1st and 10. Throwing Manning. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Flips it out to the back. Got enough space. Touchdown, Texas! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And this is wild late in the game. We're seeing 2 heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7.
Ready. Blue 22. Blue 22. Ready, go.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. What a brain cramp. He just lost track of the play clock and gets hit with delay of game on a 2-point conversion attempt. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. The extra point is good, and it's important. The lead is a touchdown now at 6. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and the capper a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. Right back to the well. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Lacey. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
On the move. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Both of these teams off to perfect starts in conference play, and one trying to stay atop the heap. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Running it to the right. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. And that is the last thing they wanted to see with this guy in the middle of the Heisman Trophy race. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Keeps it on the ground. Stop right there.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Move to his right. Gets the first himself. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the 2nd level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lacey. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looks as if he's going to run it. Fights off a defender. Headed to the end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
that's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Has it. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. Not much of a secret who they were looking to, but doing something about it is a major problem.
It's so hard to stop on these third downs. You think about it, he could block, and then he can go deep. He can release, intermediate. The tight ends are so valuable in today's football, and especially in the red area. They find him, and they get the first down.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. This is a designed run. Touchdown, Rebels. And they take it in for 6 more points.
That touchdown ties the game, so you're expecting them just to kick the extra point, take a 1-point lead. Seconds left now. You got to play great defense here to try to ice this game and get the win.
A huge point after this for the lead. And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the 4th. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Manning fires downfield. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo.
And this offense is going to have to do more of this, right? They're going to have to be aggressive, attack the sidelines. They're going to need some big plays, trailing late in this football game, but they've also got to be smart and be mindful of the clock.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. Look out! Just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack, and it'll be 4th down.
It is your time. What is in your bag? What is your play call? Going to be 4th down now. I have to have this. I'm trailing. This is what every quarterback dreamed about in their backyard, making that play in a big-time moment. It's go time.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 4th down, Manning. Fires to the right. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. Not really a huge decision there. You don't want to give up the football at this juncture of the game, and they're able to keep the drive going.
The head coach here obviously feels like punts and field goals are not going to get him back in, and so put this one on your quarterback. Trust in him to go out and execute and give your team a chance to win.
And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
And you got to love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Making the adjustment. Arch is going to throw for it. Stepping to the right. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Manning from the gun on third down. He's going to take off. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. The ball is spotted at the 29-yard line. That'll make it a 46-yard field goal attempt for the lead. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on